Biggles and I are going to demonstrate how we can teach your dog to stay. The exercise is that your dog stays in one place, and for your novice trick title, your dog will need to stay in one place for 10 seconds. So what we'd like to do first is make sure the dog is happy in the position you've left them in, and feed them several times for being in that position. I'm going to use an OK cue to get my dog off that spot, to let him know the exercise is over, and then start him over and build up the time that he's in one place, gradually over several sessions. So what I'm going to do initially, I'm going to get my dog in the position that I want. So I'm going to demonstrate this in the sit, because Biggles might pose some challenges with this, because he's not often asked to sit and stay. So this would be better for him to show you with something that he's not already really good at. Okay, good boy. Come here, sweetheart. Good boy. So I'm just going to let him follow the food into a sit position. Good. Nice. And I'm just going to let him know that the word nice means there's some food coming. Nice. 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 Okay. And then I'm just going to bring him away from that spot, and then I'm going to start over. And this time I'm going to count 1 second and 2 seconds in between each piece of food. Sit. Nice. 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 Okay. Good lad, well done. Very, very good. Are you ready? Let's face the camera. Good lad. Sit. Stay. Nice. 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 Good boy. Very good. So, good lad. Okay. Good boy. What we want to do is bring in a hand cue as well. So, when our dog's watching us, they're often looking for a visual cue rather than listening to our verbal cue. So what we can actually do is ask them to stay and give them a hand cue before we say that. So, Biggles, come here, sweetie. That way they can see us from a distance, and you could use it as a sort of keep going signal if you wanted to. Sit. Stay. So that's my new cue. Nice. New cue. Stay. Nice. New cue. Stay. Nice. Stay. Nice. Good. Okay. Good lad. Well done. Very clever. What we don't want to do is start moving too far away from them until they're really steady in that initial staying in one place. So you build up a few seconds first to get them really steady. If you wanted to, you could actually have them on a platform or a raised bed or something if they're in the lie down shape. That might encourage them to remain there by choice more so than sitting just in an open space. So what we'd like to do now is Biggles. I'm going to ask him to sit, and we're going to get him to stay there. I'm just going to take a stride away from him. So Biggles, are you ready? Come here, sweetie. Sit. Stay. Nice. And I'm going to go back to him. Stay. Nice. And then I can go back to him. Building up this slowly, slowly. Stay. Nice. Stay. Nice. Eventually I like to not hold my hand out in a constant signal to them to stay put. I like to do competitions, and so we're not allowed to give any signals to our dog. So stay. Nice. So personally, I don't hold my hand out like that all the time, but it's up to the individual. So it's just an idea to wean them off that constant cue. Stay. Nice. Good. Okay. Okay. Good lad. Well done. Well done. You are a good boy. So that's how you would gradually build that up. And what you do over time, you just bring in little distractions. That could be your own body initially, whilst the dog stays put, and then you say you can use a clicker, or you can just mark that you're coming back with a treat. When you at a distance, it's easier just to let the dog know that you're coming back with a treat by just indicating to them nice, and then return to them and give them their treat. So that's how you can start that. Your task is to build up to 10 seconds over time, so I would practice it for longer than that in order for them to be able to do 10 seconds quite easily. So practice it literally for 30 seconds here and there, or perhaps even capture your dog in the shape that you're going to train this in, so that they start realising it's a good place to be. So that would be spot your dog, having a little lie down, quietly go over and give him a sweep, and then ask him to stay, and then go back and give him another one. He'll start realising that stay is something really worth doing. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I wish you all the best with your stay exercise.